Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. And that's what you're seeing there. Let's go. What's up, Meganeticus? How you doing? Yeah, we're live at the shop. We're gonna kick back a little bit. We did a stream last night, almost went 2.5 hours. That was fun. Hopefully you got to check that out. If you didn't, I recommend it. We're chopping it up, getting into some Bigfoot reports, and kind of have some breaking news out here in SoCal. We've been talking about a lot of the mountain regions in the state. The Sierras have been coming up a whole lot, and we talk about Northern California a whole lot. The redwoods, and being out here in SoCal, we also talk about the mountain ranges out here quite a bit. And if you've been tapping into the streams, you know what I'm talking about. So one of the mountains that comes up a whole lot out here in SoCal is Mount Baldy. And I believe it has another name as well. We recently tapped in on it because there were some, I think one or couple Bigfoot reports we read out of there. But it's also known for a lot of accidents and stuff like that. There was the actor Julian Sands. Greetings, Sharon. The actor Julian Sands, who went missing a few years back, and he had gone hiking up on Mount Baldy. Went missing for about a year, I think it was, maybe a little more, and then was eventually found, I think, by hikers. It wasn't even, I don't think it was search and rescue and all that. It was some hikers that were, I think, specifically even looking for him, you know? Um, there was the lady, a well-known streamer lady who used to hike the mountain a whole lot, and she had an accident while doing a live stream. You know, we've talked about this. We're again breaking the record here, talking about things we've talked about before, and I'm just kind of recapping some things. And what's up, Roger? We're at the shop here, brother. So hopefully the bar and grill's open, and chat is I think we're all getting ready for the new year coming up. So yeah, we're back streaming again today, but we are at the shop this time. So yeah, you'll see a difference. We won't be fizzling in and out. I'm not using the virtual studio this time. So yeah, all these props are real in the back. No special effects, but we can still send out hearts to y'all and all that. Anyway, so Mount Baldy is always, you know, there's been a lot of accidents there. I talked about a YouTuber who was hiking with some friends from, I think they were out of town from Utah, and they were enjoying it, having a good time. And that YouTuber was mentioning one time that he went to Baldy, he actually seen someone fall off the mountain, rescues and stuff like that. I've shown you guys rescues from here in the San Gabriel Mountains, and they say even like the SARS, search and rescue out here, and the sheriff's department are some of the best in the state, if not in the country, just because I would imagine there's always things happening out here. So they have a lot of real experience along with their training. But yeah. So Mount Baldy's on the news again, y'all. And it's not good. It's real tragic news. And again, if you're interested, I'll have to find which one, but there's several streams where we bring up Mount Baldy, and we'll have a look here. Let's see. And thank you to Tina C. Yes, Tina C and my big sis Barbie for sending me notifications. And Tina, hopefully you're getting this notification right now. She got the notification for last night's stream, which started I think a little before 9. And a heads up, because we are on duty at the shop and I am solo. So if we get customers in, we'll troubleshoot. We'll throw on maybe a live feed of one of these beautiful mountains that we like looking at. Anyway, what was I saying? So Tina C, yes, sent me a beautiful video also from her view. She's somewhere out here, not too far, and has a beautiful view, and sent me a view of the San Gabriels, and I think it's the San Bernardino Mountains, I think after that too, that have some snow caps going on. And I could see those snow caps from when I leave my place here. It's pretty cool to look at. And it's a reminder to me that, yes, we have mountains here. And I talked about Los Angeles being the only, they say, metropolitan city with mountains going through it. Mount Baldy, again, we've tapped in. There's a YouTuber, Instagrammer, and his name is escaping me, but we recently connect. I sent him the thermal footage because he's been working these mountain ranges out here, bigfooting, and that's super cool to see. And he's really doing, he's getting a lot of good feedback over on Instagram, and he's working the YouTube. And so shout out to him. I haven't gotten his name really. I've been checking out his videos, and he did a whole series on Mount Baldy, the screams of Mount Baldy. I tried playing his video here, but the audio wasn't. I think I played it without audio. I was having audio trouble, and I think some of the videos are still echoing. So, but we'll give this a shot. So, a little heads up. Pyromedic, welcome on in. Val's, what's up, Val? Cheers to you, and a happy almost New Year. We're almost there. We're getting another stream off before this one ends. And thank you for tapping in. Again, check out last night's stream if you didn't get notified. So Tina C didn't get her notification till 5 a.m. this morning, she said, for last night's stream. I was like, damn, that's pretty a little bit late there. And I seen Joanne hopped in towards the end of the stream, and I was like, oh, right as I ended it, she was like, hey, what's up, y'all? So what's up to Joanne, and thank you for hopping in. Doesn't matter, late is better than never. And so yeah, we're gonna hang out here, and hopefully, yeah, if I do get a customer, I do have a way to troubleshoot. So y'all hang tight, chop it up in the chat network. Y'all know what to do. And we'll pull up this article here. This is ABC7, I believe, one of our big local stations. And there it is. So 3 hikers, including 19-year-old, found, and you could read there, no longer here, on Mount Baldy Sheriff's Department says. And there is a video to this. It's about 1 minute and 23 seconds. So let's check this out. I'm gonna put the audio. So again, it might be echoing, and maybe someone will give me a sound check, and maybe I'll remember to do an audio sound check with the turntables here a little later, because I'm curious to see how that, we were having trouble with that last time as well. So here we go.
A horrific scene playing out this morning on Mount Baldy. 3 hikers in 2 separate incidents have been found dead on the mountain. One of those victims reportedly fell around 500 feet. Our Scott Reif is live overhead in Air 7 with more. Scott.
Yeah, Roy, what a sad story, and it shows you how dangerous it is to hike here in Mount Baldy with the high winds that we had yesterday. This all started yesterday afternoon, or I should say morning, around 11:30.
I think there we go. Audio's back. So yeah, he was mentioning the high winds. I was talking about that's one of those things before you go out that Mr. Politis always reminds us to do, and it's just like, yeah, those precautionary things that you got to go by religiously. And yeah, he was mentioning high winds, and yeah, we got warning of high winds yesterday, and we're supposed to be getting more rain today, so there's going to be more snow for these areas as well. So a heads up for anyone planning to go out, please be safe, and yeah, take those proper precautions. And we talk about them all the time here. Once again,
Sheriff's Department got a call from a group of hikers that said one of their hikers fell some 500 feet. So the Sheriff's Department sent their helicopter out to this area, Devil's Backbone. It's on the north side of Mount Baldy. They're able to get the helicopter in, spot the hiker, a 19-year-old.
Devil's Backbone. And we've shown clips. My brother's been there before. He's hiked Baldy, and I just told him about the news a little before he left here. And I'll show footage again. We'll head up and check out my brother's footage from Devil's Backbone. And that's another, again, bringing up politis. We were talking, we always bring up politis here in the 411 phenomenon, the names of places. And we've brought this up with Mount Baldy, and it has a Devil's Backbone. We talk about the names of places, like with the word either devil or Diablo, some sort of devil reference. And it's fascinating where, and obviously a lot of these places are dangerous. So it gets named for a reason, but it makes me wonder too, what else is going on there?
Man, we don't know that individual's name, but they had to leave because of the high winds. They came back later on in the afternoon to try a recovery, and they found two more bodies, two other hikers. Now, they were able to get a medic down to the bodies and actually confirmed they've all three been killed, but they weren't able to lift them out to do the recovery with Sheriff's Air Rescue 9. It was just too risky.
So not able to airlift them out. We talked about another case from a little further north up in the Sierras of another youth. So they said a 19-year-old was found here also. This kid was, I think, 21 or so, in his early 20s, avid hiker, YouTuber. And if you were here for that stream, yeah, they still haven't gotten any word on his recovery, but he hadn't been found. And they say his vehicle is still in the parking lot, I guess, covered with snow. I don't know if that's still true or how true that was, but that's what they were reporting. So yeah, difficult even in Southern California to get to some of these areas where there's snow and just high mountain ranges. So you got to be careful. And then, a lot of city folk go up there and just don't have the knowledge of the mountain and the woods and, or even the deserts.
And it looks like the weather is moving in once again here, Rory. So I don't think they're going to attempt that anytime soon. But certainly a sad story. And once again, authorities are trying to tell everybody, do not hike in some of these trails up here in Mount Baldy. When we have those high Santa Ana winds, it can be treacherous, and now we know it can be deadly. Rory?
Yeah, really sad scene playing out there. Scott, thank you so much. A horrific.
All right, so there's that. Sad news, condolences to those families there. Yeah, super sad. Condolences, and yeah, just reminder of safety. And salute to you, brother MK Ultra. And I got a customer coming in, so y'all hang tight. We're gonna throw a video on here. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Hey, what's up? Give me 1 second. I'll be right with you. That's not working. Give me 1 second. I was gonna try and pull up a live feed, and that ain't happening. But I got another one here. Let's see. Here we go. All right, y'all hang tight. We're gonna chop it up. We'll be right back. And we're about to take care of one of my favorite customers. We are back. And that's a beautiful view of the Smith River up in Del Norte. We're talking about Del Norte last night. Del Norte County. Yeah, Bluff Creek is not far from there. Del Norte gets its Bigfoot sightings, and yeah, I love it up there too. You don't hear too much about Del Norte, California. Let's see, we got Russell in the house. West Portland is riddled with vents, caves, and tubes, both intact and recorded as, I think he meant collapsed maybe. And Patricia, big up Patricia, much love to you. Feliz quasi anno nuovo. Happy almost New Year. And I've been practicing my Portuguese minds lately. It's been on our radar. South America. Watch out. Urso aloha. And then, so yeah, we just got through this tragic incident, Mount Baldy, y'all. And I wanted to share, yeah, my brother's got, and we've done this before, he's got several clips from Mount Baldy. I mentioned he's hiked it before. My brother hikes a whole lot, but hasn't had any Bigfoot sightings or anything like that. And before we do that, we got to stop sharing over here. All right. So here we go. Devil's Backbone, where this incident, this tragic accident just happened. Of course, my brother, I think, went during maybe the summertime, which is very dangerous as well due to the heat. And again, some of these trails are gnarly. And this is the Devil's Backbone. Yeah, it's gnarly name. And there's other Devil's Backbone. Yeah, there's other spots nearby too. There's the Devil's Punch Bowl. Devil's Punch Bowl, and we touched on that before too. There's been some weird possible missing 411 cases there. Dave's reported on, and some of it's, I've questioned it, some of those, but yeah, weird stuff, of course, right in the Devil's Punch Bowl. And then we've talked about the right here nearby us where there's some weird missing persons cases. We've also been following, and still no updates and stuff. And that's, what is it, the Devils, and it's right by where I got my thermal. We did a whole show on that. Let's see, it was Devil's Canyon, I think it is, right up here in the San Gabriel Mountains. Some weird stuff where these weird stuff happening where these areas are named these strange names. So here we go. Let's see. Will you play for us? There we go. So that's it. Devil's Backbone, both sides.
So here we are.
Bye-bye.
Made it to the Devil's Backbone. Make sure I pay attention right here because it's a long drop on either side.
Yeah, that's little bro, man, out there getting it. And he has a partner he goes out with. And that guy is a avid hiker. He goes to different states to hike. And a good friend of ours, we nicknamed him Politis. So he's Politis in the field. And I don't know what they call my bro. Maybe he's just Steve-O. I'm not sure. But yeah, so he's done several hikes around here, Southern California, and they've been working their way up to be able to do Mount Whitney, which is the tallest mountain. We were talking about that. Yeah, we are breaking. I need my scratch sound because we keep breaking. I have to repeat this stuff for people that are just coming in and may not know. Yeah, we were talking about Mount Whitney recently, also with the missing youngster and possible nearby Bigfoot reports. So yeah, Lincoln City. See, there's a Devil's Punch Bowl featured there. I've been to a jillion times, so I wasn't listening. For a ridge shot, bless up Azusa Canyons. Yeah, we've brought up Azusa also with Bigfoot reports out of there. And then yeah, you go anywhere up into these foothill communities, and the Azusa is one of them. And you get up into these San Gabriel Mountains, and you know, bears, mountain lions. We're talking about the mountain lion closure, the closure at some state park in Orange County last night, due to some mountain lions. A lot of mountain lions out here, a lot of wildlife. It's amazing. And I forget that. I'm like, man, we're in LA County, or you could be in a neighboring county, Ventura or wherever here in SoCal. And yeah, there's wildlife all over the place. But of course, our buddy Richard last night from Alaska topped it off. He was like, I almost got trampled by a moose yesterday. I was like, whoa, all right. That's different. We don't get that around here. But yes. So little view of the Devil's Backbone there. Thank you to my bro and ABC7 there. And so again, a reminder, folks, be safe out there. I know MK Ultra is out in the field constantly. And Ridge Shot, it was good. It was fun hanging out. You surprised me. We're hanging out with DJ Cuber in his chat. What are we called? It's the Scratch Pickles chat, something like that. You can get a little discount on stuff over on his website. We featured a DJ Cubert's website here before. And hopefully I remember to do my turntable check here. Yeah, Rid, I don't know if you've seen I got the turntable set up here, brother. Let's see. And I know DJ Cuber, he showed off a new scratch last night, which is awesome. You know, usually DJs don't show things like that, and Cuber has been nice enough to share. And I'm checking the posts on YouTube there, making sure we don't have a chase going on. You know, if we do, we will tap in live. So just a little heads up. Yeah, so Devil's Backbone, man, gnarly stuff. So last night we reported, and y'all check out Strange Backcountry here. He's got a channel, folks. Go give him a little subscribe. Yeah, he's out there with Bigfoot and all these other weird creatures and cryptids. So you might want to stay tuned to what he's got coming, y'all. So shout out there. Yep. Still battling aliens. So I've talked about it before too, that DJ Cubert talks about he's battling aliens with his scratches. So it's super cool to see. And he's done like videos, and some of his music and production has been themed around aliens. He's totally into Bigfoot and all that stuff. All the stuff we're into, he's into. It'd be cool to take him squatching. Let's see here. So since last night, we do have a couple new reports added to the databases we checked out, y'all, since last night. So it's been several hours, and let's get into it. So we got that breaking news report in. And last night we were checking out our Bigfoot, different databases we check out for reports, recently submitted reports. And there was one that was I found online that was submitted to the BFRO. Come on, spit it out. To the BFRO. But it wasn't on their website. So we were able to read that. But checking today, I see they added one there. And over on the mapping project, they've added one. Let's see. So we read most of these. Some of these were long as hell. I was like, man, I'd still be reading them right now if we would have read them. So we got through like the most of them. But we did do some skipping last night. I won't lie. But yeah, all these riddled green spots there we tapped on. And then there's one out of the PNW. So hopefully we had a big PNW crowd last night, Pacific Northwest. Shout out to all my peeps up there. and it's on the Washington side of things. And I forgot, I never got to figure out what state that was. I was having trouble with last night, and I was reporting on that. And let's go ahead and click it here. Let's see, 6/1/18. So it's a throwback. 10:16 a.m. Got the time right, and it's a 7.5 footer. I stumble a lot with my words here, folks. You got to hang in with me. So it says, I went horseback riding with my sister along an established trail for some reason. And they say that's a good thing. You know, when you're on horses, you have kind of like a higher advantage. No pun. Yeah, like look at Bob Gimlin and Roger Patterson. So for some reason, I turned and looked behind me and I saw him. Yikes. My horse showed me no sign of sensing it, nor did my sisters. Both of our geldings have been within 20 feet of a black bear that jumped up and ran away from us without flinching. When I first saw it, I couldn't focus on it. It was shimmering, and if I've heard that before, y'all heard the shimmering before? Almost like unclear pixels. Whoa. Getting into Sasquatch getting into predator mode. Might be getting into predator mode there. Cloak mode, how some call it. And yeah, so it was unclear pixels, purple, blue, and black. Then it fully took shape. He saw me and knew that I saw him. He was standing right next to a tree, but then did the classic walk towards another tree. My horse was still walking, and a tree next to me blocked my view. When we cleared the tree, it was gone. My sister didn't see it. We circled back around to find tracks or try and smell something, but we never did. Did you see any young Bigfoot? Yes, without parent. At first, it was shimmering and hard to focus on. So maybe it was a young one. Then it came back solid and black. Wow. Fascinating report there out of Washington. And that's off the Bigfoot Mapping Project. Y'all check it out. Send in your reports if you got them. And maybe we'll read them here. And you could always send me reports as well. I will read them. And then I still do have, I haven't opened it yet, but the map. So if you're interested, start, you want to send in your report to me. We'll dot you on the map. And we'll get this map going. We are taking notes today as well. So yeah, I hope you took those Mount Baldy notes. And yeah, just, check the weather. What is it? The spot device comes in handy. Transponder, there's different names for them. Water, emergency blanket, that's easy to stash. There's a lot of things. Let someone know where you're going. What else? Name some in the chat, y'all. Come on now. Safety precautions. Let's see. There's Juliana McGill. Howdy, howdy, cool cats. Yeah, much love to you, Juliana McGill, and happy almost New Year. And I think we might be seeing each other more these upcoming years. Hopefully in person. Yeah, Dwarf Mapping Project, right? Get my own thing going. Y'all could help me out. And thank you for hanging out, y'all. And here we go. So BFRO, last night, we didn't see anything added to the website, but we found a report online that was added from December. So we'll see if they'll be adding that. And I don't think it's the report we read last night. So let's check it out. And there it is right away. Let me make sure I'm on. Okay, I'm on the screen. We're doing it this way now. Going southpaw with it. And so here, and actually, let's scroll down and see if we could find that. There it is. So we were just talking about Mount Baldy, and here's the report. One of the reports we read, and that YouTuber, Instagrammer, and forgive me for forgetting your name, and I should know off the top of the head. You know, I'm pretty good with remembering stuff, although it takes some time when I'm downloading files. But yeah, September 2025, California, San Bernardino County, Class B hiker hears distinct Sasquatch vocalizations near end of Mount Baldy Road. And yeah, so there's that. So here we go. June 2025, Virginia, Grayson County. Val, is that your area? Where's Val at? It's a Class B loud wood knocks heard near abandoned campground 35 miles east of Bristol. Yeah, let's see. Hopefully it's not a book to read, but yeah, quite an extensive report. And yeah, let's get into it. We are on duty at the shop, so a heads up, folks. We're going to try and pull this off. It's a new BFRO submitted report that they've put out, and it's December. So submitted Michael Weaver on Tuesday, December 30th. So that was put out today. Loud wood knocks, as we read there. It was summertime, June 22nd, state of Virginia, Grayson County. Here are the, oh, we got someone pulling up. Let's see. Yeah, here are the, what do you call this? the coordinates. Yes, sir. I got thrown off. A car pulled up behind my truck right now. I was like, what's up? Customer? No, sir. All right. This is the Mount Rogers Wilderness area. Anyone familiar with Mount Rogers Wilderness? Nearest town between Connarock and Troutdale. Highway 603 is the nearest road. Tree knocks, no visual. Have hesitated to submit a report since this doesn't involve a sighting, but still, there's no explanation for the two separate tree knocks I heard. June 22nd, 2025, I was in an abandoned grindstone. I was in abandoned grindstone campground on the north side of Virginia's highest mountain, Mount Rogers, on the border of the Smith County and Grayson County, just off Highway 603 in the Fairwood Valley of Jefferson National Forest, Mount Rogers, NRA. I was there to photograph rare fireflies. Cool. I had seen and photographed there a couple of days earlier. This time I wanted a nice shot of the fireflies on the abandoned amphitheater trail. However, this was the first night of the sweltering 90 degree temperature, and the ample fireflies I had photographed just a couple days earlier, there was none to be seen. I'm set up at the mouth of the trail with my camera, tripod, and chair. I'm all alone in this campground, shut down due to damage to its infrastructure. So this once desirable 100-site full service campground is now relegated to be to maybe 15 sites with a porta potty. Oh, nice. That's luxurious. So it's rarely used. And on this Sunday night, there were no campers there. It's dusk, around 9-something p.m. There's little light, still no wind, no owls, wildlife, or any noise. Suddenly there comes a knock from the woods ahead of me. Imagine a Louisville Slugger wooden ball bat swung full force against a large oak tree or similar hard wood. That was the sound. One single knock. Nothing before, nothing after. It Try saying it. You try saying it. Reverberated. Did we get it?
Reverberated.
Oh no. It reverberated loudly through the forest. So I'm pondering what in these woods could have made such a loud singular knock. Certainly not a woodpecker. Well, yeah, they could. Woodpeckers do knock loud. Even the little sapsuckers, the side of the walls and stuff. We used to get those out in the sticks. Squirrel, nor was it a bear riding down a bug-infested tree. There was no crunch sound with it. No footsteps. Then at 9:45, perfectly dark, still no fireflies. Dang it. Still wondering what made that loud wood knock. Here comes another wood knock in the same direction. Yeah, where are wood knocks at? Right here. Got to get them in. Same sound as before, just as loud, definitely closer than a fourth mile, probably a few hundred feet southwest of my location, probably on the hillside above a stream I photographed. Fireflies. Are you sure they're fireflies now? Maybe they're little Bigfoot orbs or something. What do you think? Ooh, magically appear and pixelate and disappear. All right, could I find my spot again? Let's see. So probably a few hundred feet southwest of my location, probably on the hillside. Yeah, we got through that. All right, let's go over. I packed up and headed out. There were no cars present on my way out, nor at nearby Mount Rogers trailhead. This area is not known for Bigfoot encounters. I don't know. Someone in the chat, let us know. Any squatches in that area? But having done SAR work, search and rescue, in this area for 27 years. Wow. That's awesome, man. Salute to you. Whoa. I started off with a little kick drum right there. So 27 years, I have no idea what could have made that exact sound. I mentioned this to a man I met a few days later who related that he's had incidences all around the Troutdale area for years. Despite the high humidity and temperature, there was no odor, thank goodness, associated with boar, bears, or Bigfoot. Location coordinates there also noticed. Let's see. Not in that immediate area, but a man happened to mention this to a few days later, that grew up in Troutdale, 8 miles east, deep in the forest, surrounded by the Jefferson National Forest, claimed all of his life he heard knocks, vocalizations, tree structures, etc. Whoa. Interesting input there. And then he's got some other stories. See, no other witnesses, no other cars in the area. And you can check out the other stories over on the website here, BFRO. Boom. All right. Got that one in too. So a couple fresh reports there. What's up, Jared Loco? Happy almost New Year. Genocide, happy almost New Year to you as well. And everyone else stepping in like Shelly. Yeah. What's up, y'all? Y'all having a good one, hopefully. Not working too hard. Or maybe getting that holiday pay. Hey. Cash me out. Oh my God, let's throw on our groovy you can't even see them. Well, they're on. Got this cord here that can't tell, but when it's dark, it's all lit up too. We're pretty colorful in the studio now. Boom. All right. Let's see. Anything else? There is some. We could do a little unboxing here. Let's see. I got gifted this weird. Y'all seen these? Fugler. Butt ugly pets. Yeah, thank you. I won't mention who gifted this, but let's check it out. Let's see. I got my lighter bro here. We do carry these at the shop. A multi-tool lighter. Got a knife, poker, scissors. Recommend it. And when you purchase one here at Sky's the Limit Smoke Shop, 3925 East Olympic Boulevard East Los Angeles, you get a Lighter Bro sticker too. Lighter Bro slap. So this kind of reminds me of those creepy Labubu dolls that, you know, people were saying were demonic. And then my beautiful niece, who I love, had one. And I was like, no. I was like, and I told her about it. She's like, yeah, I've heard about it too. So I don't know. Maybe we'll have to bless this guy. We do have Sage up in here. But look at this. What is this thing? It's almost like gremlin-like. He is pretty groovy looking. Matches with the studio. You'll be seeing him in the studio now. I got a new pet. We'll have to name him. Someone want to name him in the chat? I'm going to bless any demon. We're going to exercise you. We'll have to give him a name. And look at that grill. Jeez, watch out. So he'll be hanging right there. What's Shelly saying? My favorite always, the hat, BD. I want one ponytail hole. Oh, yeah. Look, I got my locks actually stashed back here. So, you know, my locks draped down to the ground. So I got to keep them wrapped up. I'm actually using my Carhartt rain pants to help keep them from dragging on the floor. It's funny. I use certain clothing like that. But this, I got it up in Lake Tahoe. Yeah, on a couple of visits. You know, I have gone to look for Tahoe Tessie. It's the Nessie version. Yeah, we have lake monsters out here too in California, y'all. Let's take a look at Lake Tahoe while we're at it. What's up, Roger? Bigfoot Dwarf. While I'm thinking about it, a friend of mine has a new channel to discuss music artists. It's called Jim's Camera on Music. Check it out if you want. Thank you. Yeah, feel free to post his link in the chat. And yeah, y'all check it out. We love music. Let's see. Let's go to Tahoe right quick, y'all. I got it set up for Tahoe. And yeah, it got me like a super cool Christmas. It's not fully Christmas, but you could wear it for Christmas. But it's like I don't want to call it a Cosby sweater because man. Oh yeah. We got we have a, where is it? I'm looking for a little sound effect here. Yeah, not the Cosby sweater. But let's see here. Let's so a bunch of people skiing up there. Let's do this one. I like this one here. And thank you to Heavenly Lake Tahoe. Come on, baby. It's buffering. It's buffering. There we go, folks. Oh, little buffage. Hopefully no one's going live yet. Let's see. We'll check our time here. It's almost 4:20 as well. I see some people with skateboards going by, but they are not coming in here. And why are we? So let's do this. We could do this right quick. Let me try and refresh. Can I refresh? Here we go. Oh, I'm in someone's. That's weird. Someone's live just went on my phone. Anyway, we'll give this a shot. It's buffering right now, but there is a view of Lake Tahoe. Even the lake in the background, you could see it, but definitely a lot of snow up there. And then see, I got to go, but it was, yeah, we're about to end this right now. Thank you for hanging out, brother. Thank you for coming through. We're about to shut this baby down. It's almost 4:20. So, you know what time it is. Let's see. There are definitely cryptids in Tahoe, says Brian. What up, Brian? How's Venice Beach, bro? All right, there we go. We're not buffering. It's a little live view as we bring up Tahoe. We actually brought up a Crater Lake. Last night we were showing this trucker hat. Y'all missed it. You can see Wizard Island there. Let's see, I got to put it this way. There we go. Of course, the all-seeing eye. And somewhere there it says Crater Lake, but yeah, what is it about these places that attract the strange? Yeah. Hotbox the chat there, Jonathan. Bless up, brother. All right, let me make sure, because there's always something I'm missing on the way out. We revealed our pet. Oh yeah, look, someone came by who were talking about slaps earlier. Little fungi slaps there. What else is there? I think the posts, if I go to the post section, what did I share over there? I'm sure there's something I could talk about there. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and end this live. Thank you for all hanging out. Thank you for coming through. Share this out if you think someone you know might want to share some Bigfoot reports or might want to listen to me read some Bigfoot reports. And we'll continue to do that. Maybe we'll stream a little later tonight. This was kind of like some breaking news here. Yeah, a little over 45 minutes. Not too bad. Y'all have a blessed rest of the day. We'll be here at the shop. Come through, say what's up, come tap in, get your New Year's goodies before you sit on out. Look, there's a little doggy and a skier there. How fun is that? Boom. All right. Gonna hit our outro. Of course, I go to the different links. My hand did that. Yeah, hit me up on Twitch if you're over there. Rumble. Shout out to Rumble. We're live over there as well. Shout out to X and Twitch and all them different platforms out there, folks. We got to tap in. Let them know what we're doing over here. Big up to all the new subscribers here on the channel. We did bump up quite a bit, and I think Jessica helped me out with that. It seemed like maybe after her show, she replayed a rerun with me on there. So thank you and cheers to you. Happy almost New Year's to you. Happy New Year's to everyone, y'all. We don't have our little graphics right now, as we have just the raw camera going, so we can't do our fireworks. But if you're blowing up fireworks, be careful in California. I heard they're charging $1,000 fines now for every fire. I know a lot of you are over on the gram, and it's not showing, but it's sky'slimit.la over on IG. And you could shop with me also. That's my spread shop. Boom, there it is. All right, outro, senor. And I'm sure there's something I'm forgetting, like always. But we'll be back. We like the Terminator. And watch out for Skynet.